Nasser al-Awlaki wrote a letter to the president. His request, please do not kill my son. Didn't work. 2011, his son, the high-profile American-born al-Qaeda leader Anwar al-Awlaki, was killed in a targeted U.S. drone strike in Yemen. Well, now Nasser al-Awlaki has written an op-ed today for the New York Times with a different message. It's entitled, "The Drone That Killed My Grandson." You see, the tipping point for Nasser was the death of his grandson. Born in Denver, Abdul Rahman was just 16 years of age when he was killed in a separate U.S. drone strike a couple of weeks later in Yemen while having dinner with friends. And earlier, we said that he was killed in the same drone strike that killed his father. That was not the case. We regret that mistake. But I want to play you some sound from Christian Amanpour, who actually sat down with and spoke to the grieving grandfather last year.
And that's why I want to know why Abdurrahman was killed. He is only a small boy. I wanted to send him to America, Christian, to study like his father, like myself, like my other son. When I get justice, I hope I will overcome everything in my heart against the U.S. government.
In today's New York Times op-ed, Nasser al-Awlaki writes this. He was a typical teenager. He watched The Simpsons and had a Facebook page with many friends. He had a mop of curly hair, glasses like me, and a wide, goofy smile. I still have no answers. The United States government has refused to explain why Abdul Rahman was killed. And earlier in the show, I spoke with Dennis Blair, who was a former director of national intelligence under President Obama, about this drone strike and asked him, what would he say to this grandfather to justify Abdul Rahman's killing? Here's what he told me. I'm going to quote him. "It's tragic that your grandson was killed because obviously he had nothing to do with the acts that his father committed. But the strike against Anwar al-Awlaki was justified, and it's unfortunate that he had his son with him at that time." We are now efforting a response from Blair about the fact that Abdul Rahman was killed in a separate drone strike from the one that killed his father, Anwar al-Awlaki. And I should tell you, tomorrow, Nasser al-Awlaki is petitioning a federal court in Washington with one goal in mind: to find out why a U.S. drone took the life of his teenage grandson. Back in a moment.